right, so Lego fans, we are going to be moving the camera out of the face. Don't worry. But we're showing you the box first. Here we are. We have instructions on screen, so hopefully that'll help out. We're going to move in a little bit closer when we get this thing opened. But before we do, let's find a safe and easy way to open this box. Because as every classic piece like this, we want to...
There, yeah. You see it?
Yeah, I do see that. It wants us to break it, though.
Yeah, do it.
Do it?
Yeah, fine.
All right. Huh. That actually did make it easy. Let's see. We'll gently pop the bottoms. There we go. So it is going to come with a lot of bags. Not a big deal. And we're going to go from bag to bag building. Let's bring us in. All right. So we're going to start with bag 1, I believe. Let's see. Bag 5, bag 3, bag 1. We have bag 1. Okay. These are our little screenlets. See? We're going to move these guys out of the way.
They're transitioning from single-use plastic paper-based packaging
to...
So they're making it more sustainable in the Lego company.
Oh, that's amazing. I didn't know that. All right, we got that stuff out of the way. We
This
do
is the
have
QR code so you can download the
Builder app.
blueprint yourself.
Builder app.
Yep.
That's not the blueprint.
Yes. They can find the blueprint on the Builder app.
Yeah, but they're doing it with us. So here we are. We do have our instruction booklet. Wow. Lots of stuff there, but we are not going to be using that.
I wish we could include a little clip of what you just did. We don't need that. We're pros.
Go ahead and put this in the box.
Yeah.
These are the stickers for the game cartridges, and we're going to safely put this over here out of the way so we don't lose it. But we're starting with box, our bag number 1. Here we go. Let's move this a little bit. There we go. Now, I always do that, don't I? So bag 1 is going to contain a lot of important pieces. Yep. This guy is extremely important. That's why it's not 420 pieces. It's 421 because they had to add this little tool. But the tool is important, I guess. So let's go ahead and start sorting. My favorite way, as you've seen in many videos, is going to be sorting by color and by size. So the larger pieces we'll all put together. There we go. Little stud boys. There we go. That gets all the black pieces in one area.
Separating the colors, the pieces by color makes it a lot easier later on. That's what we've noticed. Because you know what color it is based on what's in your blueprint.
Okay, here we are. So let's go ahead and see what the instructions call for us to do. No, let's go. Today is actually Thanksgiving, and we're filming this on Thanksgiving.
So there's that piece.
Yeah, that's our contact piece. We do have this piece. They say to go ahead and put a sticker on it, but we're not doing that yet. So on to number 1, numero uno. We need our large black piece, and we need one of these contact pieces. The contact piece is going to go on right like this with the edge facing in. There we go. We're also going to take the other one, and we're going to put that one space in. There we go. And then this right here, one space in. See that? Now we have a nice little platform. We're going to move forward with that. The next shot, we're going to need... What time should I come? We just ate. 1, 2, 3. So we are going to have to stop filming for this. We'll get through the first bag. Yeah, we'll make it through the first bag first. And then we're also going to need this long piece right here. Just one moment. here we go. We're gonna go ahead and start connecting pieces. There. 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 So we don't need that one. Alright, so we've made our top piece here. And we are going to take this piece right here, 2 of them, and we're going to count in 1, 2 spaces, and then attach. Right? Don't talk about my wife when we're getting bricked up, okay? Alright, so there we go. We have that piece right there. We have another channel we do where we do Pokemon, a lot of Pokemon content, and one somebody who's coming to film something for it, special guest, is just finishing up Thanksgiving with their family before they head back to Orlando. So we're going to be joining them. So the small little studs, each of them on the right sides of our original piece, looking like a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take our long plenthum platform piece and go ahead and connect all those together. Bang. Look at that. Iconic. Looking good. So, next, it is saying that we need to get those 2 sheets, which did not come. Maybe they're inside another bag. Are they here? Is that what these guys are? It is them. Okay, so maybe I'll open this. From bag 7. Is it saying bag 7? No, it's saying piece 7. That's for those to get held in there, I guess. So here's what we'll do. We'll oblige them, I guess. And we'll take those pieces. And we'll just go ahead and put them in there. How do they want to do? Ah. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Actually makes it look like Nintendo's coming down as well.
Yep.
Nintendo. Alright, so we'll go ahead and put these pieces in here, just like they want, and we'll put it to the side. Next piece, we're going to be building a cartridge. To build the cartridge, it looks like we're going to need this piece first. See what that looks like. We're going to flip him over, and we're going to attach 2 little guys. Oh, you know what? Look at this. 8 piece is going to be here. Just like that. Looking nice already. Next is going to be these guys hanging off the edge just like this. See that piece right there? Alright. Put them in there. Boom. On the other side, put them. And we are already moving on to the next frame. Boom. Locking this little 4-piece in here. See that? Alright, next frame. Now, we're going to need this 1 piece. We're going to need 1 of these. Okay. We're going to need 1 of the gold pieces. And we're going to need the black guy right there. Okay, so let's scoot all these guys out of the way. African American. Alright. We're not doing a bricked up podcast. This is PG. So we're missing nothing.
Oh, look.
Oh, it locked. One moment. Why are we locked?
It was like, yo, dude, not cool.
Alright, 1 second. I'm going to stop filming and fixing. Alright, we're back. So sorry about that. We are right here. We have our side pieces, just like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to connect via like this. right? So it looks like maybe we're going to be going like this, but we're not. What we're actually going to be doing here is taking this piece, connecting the two like this. Boom. So you see how you have one stud left over? So we're not going on this lip. We're making it nice and flush. So this guy is going to go right here. Boom. This single piece. Go right here. Bang. And that's it. That's our piece so far. The piece de resistance. And with that, we're going to be able to move to the next slide. The next slide. We're going to be able to move to the next slide. There we are. Right here. Okay, slide. There we are. So we're going to need this black piece and this green piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the green piece. We're going to put it on the inside, right there. We're going to put the black one right here. Boom. See that?
Yeah, I do.
It's looking nice, looking nice. Next, we're going to need the elbow bracket. That's going to go right here, where there's nothing below it. And we are going to need this long 4-piece. It's going to go just here. See that? Just like that. Boom. And now we're going to take this guy right here, and we're going to place it right on top. See that?
I really like those pieces. Just don't know what the long-term visibility will be.
None at all. So on the other side, we're also going to be doing the same exact thing. We're going to be taking one of these, placing it across, taking a 4-piece, boom, just like that. And then we're going to be taking the green one, and we're going to place it right here. Look at that. And this is, I think this is going to be a Game Boy cartridge.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Okay, so let's continue forward. We're going to need this guy, and we're going to place him right on top. Really? Okay. Just like this. And it's calling for us to... Did you go to the next frame? That's why. Okay. Hilarious. I love that. So we're going to make sure that our orientation with the Game Boy game is going to be on top. Just like that. It is calling for us to... Please go back. Thank you. It is calling for us to put a sticker right here. But we're going to get the sticker done later. Well, we'll do it now, but
Yeah, just sticker.
we have a couple more pegs we have extra up. Can you go back up? Up. Did I miss putting them in somewhere? Up. 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 Yeah, wait, please do me a favor. Go up, back to where we were. I did think I did. Okay. Alright. So now go down. Hold on. Down. Okay, down. Love the extra pieces, Nintendo. Thank you so much. Alright, so now what we're doing is we're putting on our side pieces. This long piece is going to be on the side here, I believe. And that's going to be closing the game up. Boom. Okay, yep. Now another long piece on the bottom here. Boom. Looking pretty good. And then this last piece right here goes right on the top. Oh, no. I almost did that wrong. There we go. Iconic. Next. There we go. Look at that.
Get that sticker on.
Yeah, you know what? I will do the sticker now.
For Zelda or Mario?
Make sure that All right. So we did have 2 extra pieces. Very funny, Nintendo. Thank you so much. We are going to move forward, but I need to communicate with someone who's been messaging us about another video that we're doing.
We're actually going to pause between.
Yeah, you guys won't know, but we'll know. And if this was on the All Bricked Up podcast, they would know for sure.
Yeah.
Because we do it live.
All right. Save the boy.
All right, we'll be right. All right, now we are going to go ahead and hold on.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
we're back again. Fantastic. So now what we're gonna do is attach it to the base. Drop the base.
Don't stop
For me, literally beatboxing. All right, there we are. We have it connected finally. There we go. Now we're gonna move on to put this on the side over here. We are gonna move on to bag number 2. Bag number 2. So we need to click something. There we are. 5, 3, 2. All right, we're on to bag number 2. I can see how this makes building a lot easier when it comes to larger sets. So we're gonna go ahead and open bag number 2. And it says that we need green platform
Now,
and the back of the Game Boy.
I just want to bring up, while we can, the bags are compostable, so they don't go to waste.
Not opening this guy yet. Put him on the side. Let's do our normal sort. I think that is actually going to be Liz. All right, hold on. All right. We just got done filming pack battles for the other Pokemon channel. Going to be a lot of fun. So now we're going to go ahead and sort this. Josh is going to take a little nap in between. There's took a lot out of him. So we're just going to continue with the building. Okay. Sorting. Black pieces here. Brown ones over here. Green ones over here. Let's see. Brown ones up top. Alright. Edges. These look like they go together, but are different. So I'm gonna put them here. Same, but different. I bet you the first large set that Lego came out with, but they didn't have the bags like this, people just gave up. Just opened it up. 6,000 pieces, yeah, right. So this guy is his own unique piece as well as this guy. All right, there we are. So now what we're gonna do is we have 2 pieces that we're gonna find that are going to be used. These guys right here are going to be used for the build, but we're going to go ahead and put them to the side because they're not going to be used immediately. The next thing we're going to do is... Okay. There we go. For number 1, we're going to take one of these guys right here with little pieces. Poppers. Little studies. And then we're going to take a 4-piece, and we're going to go ahead and connect those two together on the bottom. And the second part is going to require another one of these guys. We're going to put them right on the other side. Bang. Then we're going to take this little black L bracket, and we're going to pop it right on the bottom of this guy right here. There we go. Now, once we have that little L bracket, we're going to go ahead and connect yet another one in a straight line. So we have 3 of them connected, and the green and the black on the bottom connecting them. And there we go. We're going to connect these like that. There we go. And now we're going to take this green piece not so bad. Okay. 5. We're going to need 7 of those. Number 6 is going to go right here. Or is it right here? Underneath this piece? There we go. All right. Then we're going to take 7 of these. And make an L out of that. Okay. I'm seeing what they're doing here. All right, so there we are. Now we're going to the next phase. The next phase is going to involve taking a green one and connecting it right here. There we go. The bottom looks like so far. The next piece we're going to need is a very large. Okay, I see where we're going with this. So 9 more. Okay, 9 more. 1, 2. We covered the whole bay at the back. Bay. There we go. Do we have green on that side? No. So we know what side we're supposed to be on. I see why they're doing it like this. Alright, we're not missing any of these. Thank God. The other fella just went right here. Then we're going to take this guy. And he is going to be hanging over the ledge. Just like that. And then we're going to take 2 singles. Where are our singles? Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, we might have to pause for a moment to try to figure this out. There's a single there. We might borrow some singles really quick from this, and then we'll backtrack. That's really upsetting. So we're gonna just carefully get these 2 out of here. Okay. So there we are. These 2 singles are going to go right here. Don't know why they did it like that. Alright, so. We are supposed to open that bag up. Okay, alright. Good thing we're building it together, right? So we move on to the next set, and we need 10 of these guys that are in this. So we're gonna move this out of the way. We're gonna scoot this guy over. We'll scoot these guys over. Scoot these guys up, and then we will gently extract all of these guys. And we're gonna keep these guys all in one little pile. So when we go to do this, we're going to place that. Okay. Like this. Ah, okay. And we're doing that all the way up, I think? Almost all the way up. So let's continue. Huh. Very... Oops, sorry. There we go. Very unique way to do this. Bro. Going. More that I need to find. 1, 2, 3. And then the back piece is going to connect just like this. Okay. Wow. So there we are with that so far. And let's go on to the next panel. Next panel is going to see us taking one of these longer bricks, and we're going to connect these guys to it. 4s, right? So this one is going to go right here. Then it wants 3 of these guys. Let's do that. Odd shape fella. I think that's this fella. Right here. There we go. Oh, okay. So I'm doing it wrong. There we go. Not a big deal. This shape makes so much more sense now. So we have our 3 pieces loose over here. As you can see, we have corrected our error. It's nice and smooth. And the next frame we are going to be... Okay, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. One, the brown right on top. And then we're going to take one of these guys, the 4. That's going to be here. On the bottom. Side. Oh, okay. That is going to be here. So we lift over. And then another one of these little squares that's going to be right here. So we put a little square right there. See that? We've taken a brown piece, put it on top of the silvers that are round, like that. And we put that all to one of these 4 length stud length pieces, and it bends over. Just like that. All right, and then we are going to take this odd-shaped fella, this stud on stud, and we're going to lock him right there, and we are going to continue on with our build. Bop. Whew. Okay, so 2 of these fellas. We need a lot of things here. Okay. So we're going to start with a single wide. Here he is. 2 studs. And it's going to be going under. There we are. And then on top of that, we're going to have this fella. Here we are. And then what we need is a nubby bit. Okay, yes. I see these guys. One. And another one. Where is he? So if you can see this, we have one of these fellas. And we have this fella. And he's going to go right on the front like that. There we go. And we are going to be putting him right here. A little earphone jack or something like that. And now this whole line is going to get connected, I believe, here like this. Yes. Let's see. So, yep, one there, 3 on that, and then boom, there we go. It's supposed to be that open. Alright, maybe I did it upside down. There we go. So it's like this, and it's supposed to be connected. Okay. Oh, so silly. All right. There it is. And then that goes here. So we connected a single stud to make it so that he's level. You see that? That single stud goes right in there. Now we're going to connect it. There we go. Look how nice that looks. Oh. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So now we're going to flip this Game Boy over, and we see our panel. And we are going to connect our panel piece right to the bottom of this. Just like that. I see the opening. Alright, so trust the system, right? Trust the system. Okay. There's going to be something that goes there, probably. Next, we'll move on to the next piece. Bop. And it looks like we are building another side. So we need another long piece. This piece right here. That's gonna go on this right here like that. Looking good. And we need another long piece. That one's gonna go right here. So it's got 2 studs hanging out. Looking good. Then we need another single stud. Oh, a flat one though. So let's find us a flat one. There it is. Nice flat one. And then we need a 2-piece that's going to be a flat. And that's going to go right there. So far, looking pretty good. On the bottom, we need this one flat and a brown one. So, flip it over like this. We're going to take the white one, our gray one, put it right in there. Boom. And these two are going to get connected by this brown one. See that? All right. Next frame, we're going to be getting another large one. Now the brown piece is down here, so we're going to connect it here. The orientation matches, you see. Go ahead and lock it in together. Then the next one is going to be a long one and a short one. Okay, everything is fine. We'll find it very quickly though. Oh, it's one of these. Alright. So, brown right here. You want to be lined up with the brown one. So the long piece is going to be right there. With the edge again lined up with the brown one. So go ahead and connect that. There we are. Clicked in nice. Next, we're going to get the little guy in the little space that we have left. So brown, gray, and then gray on the top right there. So with that connected, we're going to move on to our next piece. It's going to be another hangover piece. We're going to put that right there. Continuing our nice straight run. All right. Okay. And we need a little switch. And is he a flat? No, he is a stud. Okay. Stud's going to be in the middle of this little black one. Just like that. And that, right where the brown line is going to connect the two of them. Just like that. Next frame, we are going to be using a two-piece and this guy right here. Good. So that is going to connect the right where the brown is. You see this right here? We're going to go ahead and pop him in here. There we go. And then on top of him, right in between the single stud, we're just going to go ahead and pop that off. Look at that nice sandwich. That's looking good. All right. If you have any difficulties, just remember you can pause and rewind. And we are going to go ahead and move forward with connecting to our Game Boy. Oh, wait. No, we're not. We're missing a green guy. There he is. Little green guy. Let's get him. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Right on the top here. There he is. He goes right here. It's looking a lot better. So since we have that green piece there, we know exactly where we're connecting. We're going to be going right here, I believe. Yes. Look at that. So go ahead and push that in. Oh, that makes us a lot sturdier. Go ahead and get it all mushed together. Wow. Wow. Look at that. We've got the whole back of the Game Boy. There's a mod that I really want to do for this, where you can take the guts of a Game Boy, I think it is, but it's like an Arduino board or something, and you can build this into a fully functioning Game Boy. Really cool. The kit is more expensive than the actual set, but they're going for like 120 right now. All right, we're going to move on forward to our next frame, and for that, we have a couple of weird pieces we need. We have these two little guys, the little claws. Okay. We're going to put those in a little pile. We need this little elbow guy, little C brick. We need one of these black guys right here. We need a brown one. There we go, right there. And we need one more stud. So there we are. We know what we're looking for. Now this may be difficult, but we're gonna get it. Okay. So we're gonna start with our brown piece. He should be one stud up, I believe. Okay. There we are. Now starting from where the corner of this green piece is, we're gonna take the black one, and we're just gonna cover up this piece right here. There. And it goes over the lip by 1. You can see that. We're going to take this piece, and it goes gold, silver, gold. Then this C piece is going to go right here and connect the two together in the line. You see that? Brown coming from 1, 2, 3 stud over. The inlay. 1, 2, 3 insert piece. Run across. You're going to see off of it gold, silver, gold, black. You can even find it easier if you follow where the green square is and start with the black one right there, and it should just go past the line, and then gold, silver, gold, tan, C, and then on the bottom of the C, you should have the 4. All right, so we're gonna continue moving forward. We need 1 gold stud and the long black piece. We're going to go ahead and put the gold stud all the way on the right. There we go. And we're going to fill the rest of the space across with the black stud. Black long piece. Sorry. There we are. Look at that. You know it's going to be holding the game. There we go. Go ahead and rest that back down. And we're moving on to the next frame. So for this one, we are going to need the one awkward piece that I had mentioned earlier. It was a one-off. We're going to need a brown stud. We're going to go ahead and connect those two, just like that. Looking good so far. Now we have a long piece that we need. That's going to go here, leaving one opening. On that last opening piece, we're going to go ahead and put another round piece. So we should have a nice edge built there. There we are. Then this piece should connect to a black piece. It's going to have 8 studs on it. We're going to go ahead and overlap it by 2 on the bottom. Just like that. Just like that. We're going to continue with the edge here. We're just going to keep on edging. Boom. Boom. Just like that. Now, on top of that, we are going to take 2 more of these studs, 2 more of these bricks, and a flat. Oop, nope, we want a flat. He looks like he's flat. There we go. We found our flat. So, we're going to put the flat right here, I think. Let's see. Nope, we'll go 1 more over because we want to connect all 3 of those with this guy right here. We're going to connect all 3 of those so they lock in together. Have our single stud, and then on top of that, we're going to put another one right on top of it. So, doop doop in the flat in the middle. Okay, that is looking good. Now we have this little corner piece. We want the corner to match the corner here. See that? So that looks very nice like that. All right. Now, on the other side, we're going to have... Oh, wait. Let me do that for you guys. Here you are. On the other side, we are going to make it like this. See that hoop hanging over? And then we're going to take another corner piece. this corner piece is going to go right here. Again, following your edge, just like that. And now, all of this together should be connecting to your main hub. And we are going to find a long green piece, 4 studs, and then a 2 stud. That's oval. So, let's do this in a way so it's a little easier. So we're going to take this piece, line it up on the bottom so it lines up, push him in. See that? See their back view, just like that. Nice. Now we're going to take this green guy, we're going to put him right next to his brother, perpendicular. Just like that. And now a nice 3-piece is going to run straight across and connect on top of the ground. Just over it. Alright, and now, there we are. We're going to need this one and 2 yellows. So this one is going to go in this corner right here. Go ahead and put that guy there. Look. And then we're going to pop this guy right on top to connect the brown and the green one in the corner. See that? And then we're going to connect these 2 green brothers together right there. There we go. Now we continue onward and we're making our corner. So we have an awkward piece and an awkward piece. To make the corner, I am simply going to, there we are. See this right here? We're going to go ahead and continue the edge. Boom, just like that. Go on to the back and just push that in place. There you go. Oh, good, I am recording. Oh my god, I thought I wasn't recording this whole thing. I wouldn't mind taking it all apart again, though. I'd be a lot more efficient. That's for dang sure. All right, let's get these 2 bags out of the way. And we are continuing on with what we have from this bag. Not a lot left. Not a lot left. So, we need... Nope. We need this piece right here. We need this piece right here. We need this L bracket. We need a 4-piece square. And we need this green guy. Everything else we're just going to scoot on over. So this stuff is going to get really interesting really quick. Green guy on the bottom. L bracket on top. L bracket on the top. Then, make sure they're all nicely tucked into each other. Then we have this fella. Get plugged into him. See how we're looking so far? Doing illegal Lego building clips. We're going to cover the 4 on the bottom. See that? The only one that has 4 edges left open. So your piece should look something like this. Alright. Now this piece right here, the 4 is going to be on the top. And we're going in between the yellow guy and the... There we go. We also do work on openings. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and pop him in place, and look at that. Now we're nice and flush there. Boom. Alright. That looks amazing so far. Next frame. Ah, that's the frame we just did. Let's sit on this frame for a moment so that we can get a good idea of what we're looking at. So we have the 4-piece with the side studs. We're going to connect a green one right into that. And then on top of that is the 2 flat parts that have the insert. That's going to go right on top of the green piece. On the bottom, you're going to have the opposite 4-piece with the tube stud on top, and you're going to connect the flat to it. This is the flat piece. You're going to connect the flat to it. And then those get connected on top of that green one, and then we inserted that right here. Let's go to the next frame. So now we are building what looks like a power switch. So we need one of these. We need this guy, right here. Then we need 3 of these guys. Are they studs? Yeah, they're studs. Okay, 3 studs. 3 studs, single, black. And then this, and then a flat. There we go. So let's go ahead and build. So we're going to take this piece right here. We're going to take a single stud, right on top. On the next part, we're going to take the red piece, put it on the stud that we didn't just put one on, right? And then we're going to take our flat piece, and we're going to cover the 2 of those. There we are. See that there? Little toggle piece. Cool. Now on the bottom, we're going to connect 2. There we are, just like that. And then we're going to connect this one so that the stud piece goes inserted like this. There we are. And then we have the piece we can put something on right there. Okay? And that is going to get inserted on, you see this piece right here where our flat was? Now we're going to flip this over, and it should go right in there. There we go. Right in that thing. There we go. See that? Let's get a better view of that. Yeah. So the little red piece went right inside this guy. You ever have a problem, like, hey, we made a mistake, there's your little stud piece. You're gonna push him in here. Pop him off, there we go. There we go, put him back where he was. See this red piece right here? The red piece is getting inserted, again, I'm gonna show again, right into this hole right here. See that? And we push down in, and then we connect the rest. Just like that. Handy tool right here. First one. I had one years ago. We are going to repeat this now. But this time, we're going to take a single stud. Get it facing backwards. That side this time. Opposite side. Click that guy in. Move facing out. Single stud. Cover it. Stud. I'm going to go ahead and put a flat top on it. There we go. Then on the bottom, we're going to take 2 studs. There we go. Square those up nice. And we're going to follow the opposite of the red side. And then on the red side, we're going to go ahead, same way we did it last time. We're going to go ahead and connect. So the stud is facing out. See that? Next frame. Now that piece is going to get stuck in this side. There. Right? Yes. Perfect. Just like that. This one's a little bit lower. You'll see that there's a single stud here on top of that. So they're not lining up. They're not supposed to. Don't worry. Alright, so that brings us on to bag 3. Now, crazy enough, we have 5 extra pieces in that one. So we're going to move those to the side so they're out of the way, and we are going to continue building. So we're going to go move this to the side as well. We're going to go find bag 3. Wow, this bag is the biggest bag. And inside bag 3, we have 3 studs. Let's carefully pull everything out of here. Out. box here. Carefully open this up. It's a gasket. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna move the gasket out of the way so we don't lose that. Let's do our favorite thing is sorting. Greens. Reds. Other green. Black ones. Okay, round guys. Over here. Awkward grays. Awkward grays. These look like exclusive pieces. We'll put those over here. Gray, 2 browns. Gray pieces. We have black pieces. Put these here. More grays. Lots of grays. There we go. So we've now got all those sorted. That doesn't help us with the fact that they want us to have these study pieces. Let's find these stud pieces. So it looks like I have found them. They're right here in the smallest bag. 1, 2. Okay, that's awkward. 3. There we go. So we need 3 of those. We're going to go ahead and pull that out. That's in there. Put all these in a bowl so we don't lose them. They're very small pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we only need 3. So let's move the bags out of the way. There we go. And bring back our Game Boy. And in the gold stud, we're going to place 1. Okay, gold stud. And then on top of the yellow stud on the right, we're going to put 1. And on the bottom of the yellow stud on the left, we're going to go ahead and put another one. So let's get a good look at that. You see where our placement is there? Okay, for now, that's done. We're going to push it out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and start with building something else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what we need. So 5. And then we need one of these 4s that is light green. So go ahead and boop, just like that. I'm going to take another long round one. Put that right here next to it. Then a short brown one. The frames, sorry. Short brown one. And then we are looking for our square circle. Our square with a square in it. That's going to go connected right to the bottom of this green guy right here. And then go to these gray guys. A little messy mess. For a single gray one. There we are. Nope. Is he flat? No, he's too studded. Let's check this. Is this him? No. Maybe it's this one? No. Okay, that is like a little awkward. That's okay though. We'll figure this out. Do they want this one? No. You know what? They really want us to open everything at once. I don't like that. We're gonna... So funny, I do videos on computer repairs as well. And that's what these bowls are normally for. To hold all the little intricate parts and screws and stuff. So there we go. Now we're going to take this guy, we're going to shove him right over. See, there's an opening there. Oh no. That's no good. Let's fix that. There we go. So, right here, you can see that. We're going to cover these two. So you have a hollow through. See that? All right. Let's get that connected. And we are moving on along to the next one, which is going to have a half circle and a yellow stud. Let's go find a yellow stud, or gold stud. And on the bottom of this, we are going to connect the green, just like this. See the 4 line up there? Go ahead and push that in. On the very last stud, we're going to pop that in, just like that. And then we are going to need this little piece. See that there? We're going to need the red guy from the other bag. Hopefully he didn't just throw the pieces away. He is going to be right here. Slide him in there. See that? And then that stud is going to go right inside of that. See that? We're making a little toggle switch. There we go. Looking good. So we do have our toggle switch now, and we are gonna need a 2-piece, a 4-piece, and those are the green, that's light green and dark green. And then we are gonna need a 3-studded black. Let me see if I can find him. Yep, found him pretty quickly. So, if we rotate ourselves so that the gold stud is on the corner here, we are going to put the black one right on the gray stud right next to the black. Let's pick that up so that we can see it in the orientation really well. See that? Right there. Just like that. Just like that. The guy's not covered yet, but we are going to put the green guy right on top of the red stud there, parallel to the black one. And on the other side of both of those, we're going to line it up so that the piece is overhanging on the side. You see that little piece overhanging? There we go. All right. That is good. So we're going on to the next frame where we're going to need 2 more of the green guys. And those, on the gold corner side, we're going to put the first one like that. See that? And then lining up with the toggle piece, we're going to put another one just like that. Should be looking good so far. And then we need 4 of these odd yellow studs. You see this? It's like a reverse stud. You need 4 of these. 3 and 4. Now we're going to be planting them in the spots around it of the toggle. See that little toggle guy? We're going to go around him. Boop, boop. And then another one right here. And another one right here. There we go. See that? Now we need cones. And how many do we need? We need 1 cone. And we're looking for like a nightmare piece there. What is he? He is, he's a wall. And he's got studs on the other side. They're not doing a very good job of showing that off. But hey, that's what we're here for. So on the side, right here, we're going to take this cone. We're going to take the cone, shove him into the stud just like that. Opposite of the stud wall. And he is going to go right here on these 2. See them there? It's going to go right on top of that. So there's what we're looking at so far. See that? Looking nice. I like it. All right, next frame. We're gonna need 3 more of these cones, and these cones, surprisingly, are going to sit on top of all of the edges of our yellow insert studs. Reverse insert, or however you want to word it. So there we go, boom. Looks like a nuclear power plant. Boop, boop, boop. And last one is on the corner. Can't wait. There we go. And this is now ready to get put into our Game Boy that we're building so far. So you see where this little yellow guy is? Right there. Let's pick him up so you can see him really well. I'm going to be putting this right here. Just like that, I believe. Let me see. Lined up. Yeah. Let's line it up right there. So the studs are going to be facing up. It looks like he slides right in. I don't know if you can see that, but if you look, you'll notice that little bit of effort there. You see that? He's just sitting in there, though. There's nothing holding him down. Oh, wow. I don't know if I like that. But hey, it fits, it sits. There we go. So we're going to move on to the next one. A bang. We're going to start building with a little gray wall. There we go. And for this, we need a 3, not a 4. So let's go find a 3 that's gray. Ah, you know what? There we go. Where do they want us to put it? Right in the top right-hand corner. There we go. Let's get something that can zoom us a little bit better. There we go. So, there we go. That's where we got our first stud. Now we're going to move along. Oops. We need a flat. We need this fella who's a 3. We need a gold stud that looks like this. Little top stud, little hanger on the wall. And finally, we need the 2-piece. Nope, not him, him. There we go. So to do this, we are going to take a single and line it up with the original 3 stud that we had already done. Then we're going to take our 2 and we're going to put it right past the flat stud that we put in. The 3 that's brown, we're going to put continuing along the edge. Bang. And then this guy who's hanging out, this little stud right here, we're going to be putting him, boom, just like that. So he's facing the bottom. Just like that. Now with that piece done, we're going to move forward. And we are taking in those weird pieces. Look at that. And we need a black stud. And he is going to go, the top is where the stud, not the insertable stud. The insertable stud's going to be facing opposite of the wall. There you go. You see that? Just like that. And now we're going to need a couple of L brackets, 2 of them. We're going to take that. We're going to build it around. Ooh, please. Be nice to me. There we go. And we're going to double stack that. There we go. Look at that. Nice. Next, we're going to need a single green. And I think a 3 black. There we go. So the black one is going to be covering the 2 spaces on the bottom with a little overhang. And that little overhang right here, just before the overhang, you're going to put a green one. Oh. Keep that together nice. And that's what it should look like so far. All right, next frame. We are going to start putting these guys. Show them on the camera in a moment. They're two long triangles. See that? Two triangles. They are going to go on green on the bottom, right? We are going to have them going on the bottom stuff. On the bottom. On the bottom stuff. There we go. Just like that. Come on, go, baby. There we go. Look at that. So, next we are going to hop on. Ooh, these guys are awkward. What is this? Oh, the start and the select button. Okay. So, the select button is going to be the one that's the first one next to brown. That's this brown area. We're going to put select, and then we're going to put start right next to him. Look at that. Perfect. And then we are going to see that little yellow stud right there? How we're going to orientate it is he's going to go in just like this and get clamped down. See that? Start and select. Looking good so far. Next frame, we're going to need a brown that's long, a black piece, a 6 flat stud. Nice flat one that has 6. Let's find it. Here we are. There's that, and one of those awkward wall pieces again. Now, we're going to go ahead and take our wall piece, and we're going to have it hanging over the left side of the wall. See that? Just like that. Then we're going to take a brown piece, and we're going to stick it right on the black one. Just like that. And then our overhang is going to have another gray piece. Do you see what we have here? Okay. That now is all going to get put on. Orientation, gold piece in the corner again. We're going to put the overhang of the gray flat right on top of the tan pieces. There we go. All right, next we're going to need an L bracket, which we have right here. And then we need a gold stud. The gold stud is going to go right here. So, make sure I'm doing this right. I see a small issue here. I may have missed. Let me go back up for a second. I want to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, I see that now. Where did he get put on? I have a call coming in. We're going to stop recording for a moment. All right, sorry about that. We received a call. So we figured out what the issue was. This guy right here needs to have a the little gold stud that I keep referring to needs to have a long 4-bar and then a gold stud in here right next to this guy right here. Okay? We'll go ahead and refix that. So moving forward. Let's see. Boop. Bop. Okay, so bang. We are just built that. And then we have a 3-piece and a gold stud. That's the part that we were at right now. So this 3 part is going to go right under the start button. And then another gold stud. Another gold stud is going to go right next to the one that we've been referencing this whole time. All right, and now we move on to the next part, which is going to be an archway and an actual full-size brick with a full-size 2-stud brick. And that is going to be under the start and select button, the lowest ridge that we can get. We're going to go ahead and put this arch here. Okay, that's what it's going to look like. You're going to have a little hole on the bottom there. And then we're going to put this guy right here next to him. Boom. And then next, we have our headphone jack spot. That is going to be 4-piece. It's going to go right here next to the start and select button. And then the entire piece under the start and select is going to be the headphone jack itself. Just like that. Awkward. Let me pull this back up really quick. I don't think that looks right. I missed another step. Is that what I'm just doing that constantly today? I did. We need another 4-piece that's flat. And he's going to be right here. And he's going to add support under the start and select button. And then the headphone jack is going to be there, lined up with our hole like that. So let's go back where we were. There we are. So sorry about that. You know, sometimes we all just make little mistakes. So we're going to bring back in our Game Boy. And where you see that little stud right there. See that? We should... He should go right into that little hole. You see that? Right there. Him. Oh. Bring it back. Okay. Fix the orientation. And we are going to go right into that little hole where the black one is. Can you see that very well there? It's going to make a wall of studs on the side. Look at that. That looks so cool. And you can actually see the actual headphone jack piece that slides in. That is so cool. I'm absolutely in love with this. Wow. I feel like this piece is going to get held in right here. Oh, it actually moves. That's cool. So we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're going to continue. The next piece we're going to need is a red piece. I'm not missing anything, am I? Lord knows. Red piece. Okay. Looks like an L bracket. Where is that? Is this him? No? Oh, he's the gray one. Okay, so we need gray, and then we need another gold stud. So we're gonna flip over this fella. We're gonna stick a gold stud in the corner right here. And then we're going to, with the studs facing that way, insert. There we go. See that? How the studs are facing forward? Just like that. We're going to bring our piece back. And you see that stud right there? He's going to go in the gold one. So let's do that. Slide him in nice and gentle. And then there we go. Just like that. Okay? I'm going to just close the studio door real quick. All right. Next frame is going to be the little guy I was asking about a little while ago. 3-piece. The weird wall. And we need 2 of this. There we go. So let's start our little building. orientate it so that we see our flat wall on this side, and we're going to take the 3-stud full-size brick. Boom. Nice long brick. Just like that. Now rotate it so that you can see the actual studs, and you are going to connect these facing up. There we go. These are going to be facing this orientation. See that? Just like that. And this is going to be right over the start and select button. So there we go, right like this. We're going to slide him in just like that. And we're going to press the green part to lock him in place. Just like that, huh? Amazing. That is so cool. And there's going to be round studs in there, I believe. Okay, continuing forward, we are going to need another one of those L brackets. Ah, there he is. So we have our L bracket. We have red somewhere. Ah, there we are. The red one. And then we need this right here. So we are going to take the 3, and it's going to piggyback on the red one. Looks like a little slug dragon. And then the L piece, we're going to click it on the last stud. So it's nice and flat, just like that. A little hooky on the front. We're going to take this piece now, and we're going to connect that right on. There we go. See, so you can see it really nice. You see how they line up like that? So he's right in the middle, hanging over to grab onto the cartridge. Just like that. Push him in, and then we're going to our next step. Next step is going to call for 1 green, 2 flat studs that are 2 stud, and then a little T guy. Where is he at? I have him here. There we go. So it's going to be flat stud, connect the 2 flat studs, put them on the bottom, just like that. So we have our little weird shape here. And the green guy is going to connect right onto the front of that, just like that. And this is going to orient itself like this, orientate. And it is going to connect to the top black stud here. See that black stud right there, the top one? We're going to go ahead and gently press him onto that. You should be able to see an opening there. Do you see that? Just like that. Next, we are going to move forward. We're going to get the long Game Boy logo. Boom. Finally starting to actually see this thing come together. And we are going to put him right on those 3 studs. Boom. Look at that. Now, let's move forward to the next part. Ooh, okay. So we need blue, 4 black studs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a gold stud. Or is it a gold stud? It is a gold stud. Okay. So we are going to take this guy and flip him over and put a gold stud right in the middle. And then on every single corner, we're going to put a black one. Now they're going into the bottom. They're not going into the top. The top is going to stay nice and flat. Well, you're going to see the studs on the top one. Next, you're going to take your little blue piece and you're going to insert that fella right into the bottom of the gold one. There we go. See that? And he is going to go... right. There we go. Sorry about that. We're going to put him right inside of this piece right here. And he just sits there, I think. Yeah, he's going to sit there. And we're going to lock him in, though. So while he's sitting there, you can't push him in much more. That's genius. Whoever did that, congrats, man. That was smart. So we need one piece here. We're going to connect him there. And we're going under this. I don't know if you saw where I was doing that just now. And we also need a square piece that's flat. Let's find him. Here he is. He's going to be going under this half right here. He's going right there. And we're going just on top of him. Now, as you see, he still moves around. Next, we're going to take two of the small 90-degree flat studs. One's going to go here, and one's going to go here on the bottom. So now we've covered that section. And look at that. Actually working. Actually going. Yes, sir. That is actually pretty cool. Here's that frame to show you. I'm very sorry. Showing our corners. My motion alarms are going off. My wife is doing laundry. Okay. All right. Now we are moving forward. We're going to move him back out of the way, and we need one 4-piece flat stud, and we need another 2-piece flat stud, and we're going to put the 4-piece right on top of the 2-piece. Bang. And then we are going to need, where are you, son? There he is. He's got a little hooky flat piece. You see him with the little hook? He's going to go exactly the same, just like that, under the 4-piece. Please go in. Thank you. And with him locked in like that, we're also going to put another large full-size brick with 4 studs right on the top. This is what we should be looking at right now. Doesn't look too crazy, right? I'm going to put him down, and we're going to move forward with our next piece. This one is looking a little complicated, but it's not. Do not worry. You do not need to freak out. We're building the buttons now. We need 2 of these. There we go. 1, 2. We need 2 of these, fellas. 1, 2. We need 2 of these studs right there. We need 2 flat discs. There they are. 1, 2. We also need 2 gold studs. So let's find 2 gold studs. Ah. There we are. We have our 2 gold studs. So with these in mind, what we're going to do is take our flat piece with the fat piece on the bottom, and we are going to shove this guy right onto it. Oh, maybe it's the skin piece. Let's see. There we go. And we're going to put our tube. It should have the fatter piece on the bottom. There we go. There. And then we have... I'm sorry, what? What? Did I grab the wrong ones? Oh, what? Doing silly things here. Yeah, I did that. Boop, boop. I did that. And now it's like just telling me to shove this guy right through here. Oh! There we go. I got him through there. And then we're going to put our button right on top. That was so silly. My bad. We're going to do it again. We're gonna put the button on last. All right. Woo! Yo. That was a little crazy. We're gonna go ahead and do a fast build there. Orientated. There we go. Now we've got 2 buttons. Pew, 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 pew. Alrighty. Whew. I'm telling you what, that was terrifying. So when we go to build it like this, we are going to take one of the buttons, put it on the corner of the other button like that, and we have our little hooky piece. Oh, I should probably rotate this so you can see it. Little hooky piece is going to be right here. Here we go. See him? He can grab, and we have our 2 button. Yeah, there's that one. So now we are going to go to our next piece. The next frame is going to see us building. Okay, we need another hooky. There he is. We need one of these. We need one L. There's our L. Got a stud inside of him. We need this guy. Oh, L. All right, so we have this flat piece here. Don't get alarmed. We're going to connect him with the claw facing against the angle, or with the angle, so that you're in this way. See that? And then this stud is going to be hanging over the edge of this one. Just like that. And we're going to take our buttons, and we're going to go to the back, and there we go. See the grabbies? Just like that. Next, we are going to do a little button. 2-piece. A 90. And need another little claw. There he is. So kind of the same way, but we're going to orientate it this way. The orientation is going to be facing right. We're going to have it connect the little 2-piece with the claw facing towards us. Okay, and then we're going to put another 2-piece on the top. And then on the one right here, it's empty. We're going to put our stud, just like that. So our claw and our yellow piece are right here. Very easily done. Now this, we are going to go like this. All right. Sorry about that. So we should have 3 claws hanging out. Yellow stud on the left, and our little studdy guy hanging off on the right. And when we flip it over, we have 2 buttons. So we're looking pretty good so far. We are going to now move forward, and we need 2 full-sized double studs. So 2 stud, 2 stud, full-size bricks. And we need, where is he? There he is, a little brown one. So on this side, we'll start here first. We want to go on the flat, just like that. And then where our stud is, we're going to go parallel to him. See that? And then our single stud is going to go right on top of the claw next to the gold stud. There we are. Just a moment. We're gonna stop recording for a moment. I dropped the stud. All right, we're back. I have the worst carpet for Legos. Alrighty, so we're putting this stud right on top. Then we're gonna take a long green piece. Oh, we need that O-ring. Long green piece right across the top. See that? I'm going to gently do this because this guy is just really not happy about being assembled. There we go. Now he's pretty sturdy, though. We don't need the other green piece, but we do need a 3 that is not flat. There he is. We're going to put him right here next to these guys. And now we finally need that gasket. Get that gasket. And we are going to connect them like this. Just like that. See that? And now the buttons actually want to stay up. That is so cool. Wow. Look at that. That is awesome. I'm so happy to be doing this. This is amazing. All right. Now, boop. Next, we need the single stud. That's a full-size brick. I wonder where he is. Ah, there he is. He's got this, like, you see that? The A button is right there. That is going to go right here in the corner, right there. So, A. Okay. Next, we need a long flat. Not the longest one, but the one that has 3 pops on the bottom. That is going to go over this. And then we need an L. That is going to go over this corner right here. Looking good there. And then we need a full-size brick that is 4 studs long. Here it is. He's going to go on the bottom right here. I'm going to just gently slide him in. There we go. And then, moving on to the next slide. Yep, moving on to the next slide. This is going to get pushed into here. Okay. This is terrifying. I don't want to do this wrong. Ah, okay, that's not so bad. That's not scary at all. I thought I was like really thinking this was going to be difficult. But no, it's going to be fine. We're just pushing him on in. And we're just... Boop! Look at that. He locked right in place. And we have working buttons now. I love it. Alright. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's continue. Phase 99. There we are. We need him, and we need this fella right here. We're going to go ahead and pop those 2 together. Next, we're going to need a single gold stud, and we're going to need a gold piece. We're going to put the stud on the bottom of the gold piece, or the gold on the bottom of the single gold stud on top of the 2 stud flat. I'm going to go ahead and shove them in the bottom, and then put it right on top of the quarter circle flat. Boom, just like that. Next, we're looking for a black circular piece and a golden stud. We have found that. And 2 yellows. 1 yellow. Oh, we need 1 more yellow. Okay, we're going to put the yellow right there. Make life easy. They're staggered. Okay, on top of those, we're just going to put our black piece right there. See how that looks? And on top, the other side where we put the gold stud, there's another one. Just like that. Looking mighty nice. And now, on the bottom, we are going to put... Oh no, on the top, I guess. Right there. Oh, so it's... Oh, that would... They're making us build the speaker. That is adorable. Just like that. We're going to pop it in. Okay, sir. Just like that. And then we need to grab a flat one. Boom. And then another flat one. Boom. Look at that. Looking like a nice piece. Okay. that is finally going to get put right on top, right here. Let me get a little bit of action blur. Why is this gonna be like this? There we go. So, just like that, we're going to gently, see that stud right there? We're gonna use that stud and we're gonna slide him in. That's our piece that we lock it into. Look at that. Look at that. We have the whole bottom right side completed now. Absolutely amazing. Where are we? We are here. We are starting to build the other corner now. We're going to need these two fellas and these two fellas. So two stud flats and then these awkward corner pieces. We're going to stack the two flat studs onto each other. Boom. And then we are going to connect them just like this. Right onto each other. There. See that? And that is going to form the very bottom right here. Just going to push it in there. See that? Just like that. Next, we're going to need a gold stud. Yes, okay. And a green fellow. Right there on the inner part, we're going to slide that gold stud in. We're going to take our green one and run it down the line. There we go. And we are going to take our flat piece and put it, sorry about that, there you go folks. We're going to put it right on top of all of them. Boom. This is coming together so fast now. Next, we're going to take our two pieces, two little rubber joints here, and we're going to put one here. Boom. And we're going to take another one and put it right in there. Bang. So start and select. Those are working. And A and B and directional pad is working. How amazing. Dude, absolutely coming together amazing. All right, we are going to go boop. That's our start and select buttons. We put those in. We slid them in. Now, oh, it's asking us to go to bag 4. Okay. All right. Cool. I guess what I'll do is I'll take all the extra pieces we have so far and this guy right here. It's a lot of extra pieces this time. That's fine like that. So we're going to go to bag 4. And that's amazing. All right, bag 4 only has one extra bag inside of it, so we shouldn't have any real issues. We're going to be smart about it this time, and we're just going to take the first bag, and we're just going to immediately open that one and put it in here. There we go. And then these guys will sort. All these guys out of here. You on the side. We'll organize everything on and off switch. Flat, 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 not flat. Gray pieces. Organize all those. Put our window over here. Gray piece, green piece. Gold pieces all together. There we go. I think this will be fine like this, as long as I don't see any more flats. There we go, flat piece, flat piece. All right, let's start from here. So, for this next step, we are gonna need, this guy. Me and him, I wonder what he's gonna do. There we got our 4-piece. We're gonna go ahead and select him onto there. You see how there's an overlap that I've done? See that? Now we're going to need the green guy. We're going to put him on the other 2 studs that I left open. There we go. And then we have this little bottom guy. Oop, not him. Maybe it is you. Let me No, can't be him. So let's go into our multi-bag here. Listen, I found him. This piece is gonna be in your bag. So let's make life easy. He is going to be going upward. There we are. On you go. And now we are looking for a 2-piece flat that is completely flat with no stud on it. And you'll notice it has 2 little divots. You see that? That's going to go connecting the black one and the green one together. And then followed by, I think it's going to be this guy. Yes, right here. He's going to go all the way up to our little doorknob. See that? So there we go. We figured that piece out. And that's completely done. Oh, they want us to put that there. We're already moving forward. So we're gonna connect that to the black one, or to the little red toothy. In there. So we have him done. We're gonna move forward next. We're gonna take the 6 flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here it is. And then 2 L's. This so that they're facing away from each other. We're going to take a brown piece. I'm going to put the brown piece under the lip of the extended pieces. We're going to take 2 gold studs and cover the corners of the brown piece. You seeing that so far? Sorry, there we are. There we are. So brown on the bottom of the 2 L's, the little right angle guys, and they're all connected across by this gray guy. All right. Moving on to the next, we are going to need 1 of these, and he is going to go on top of the 6 stud bar. Just click him right there. So they're nice and flat all together. And then we're going to take a flat 2. Where can we find you? I bet you you're in here. Yep, there we go. That is going to go on the bottom of this guy right here. Boom. And, ooh, okay. We're doing a lot of these now. So the on and off, we're going to grab him first. And he's going to go here, leaving 1 open stud. See that? And then we are going to find a gray one that says sound. He's going to be right here. See that? And then another gray one? Yes. What does that say? DOT matrix with stereo. Okay, and he's going to also overlap. They're going to line up real nice, though. Do you see that? And push it in. There we go. And now we need a single flat stud with a flat top. Single flat brick with a... Single flat brick. There we go. Just like that. And now we're going to take... Got 2 little holes here. See that? We're going to flip our guy over. We're going to spin the orientation. There we go. We're going to spin the orientation so that our brown is towards us. We want the holes facing out, and we're going to put the studs right in. Boom. See that? Looking good so far. Then we have a tube connector. Where's our tube connector? There it is, right there. The long part we want out. You see that? We're going to push our tube connector right in. And then we are going to connect. Where is he? Is it this one? No. The single guy. Is this him? Yes, I found him. So you see how there's a square right there? And then you have your hollow point. You go through it, and then you have a stud. Your stud is going to be facing... You pop him on here, Okay. There we go. Come on. In you go. And we're going all the way down. Keep it going all the way down. And he's locked in there. You have a stud facing up. See that? Just like that. Now you need 2 of those little yellow bars. And those are going to go into the bottom of the brown on the outsides. Just like that. See that? They went into our gold studs. Just like that. That is looking mighty nice like that. And we're going to go on to our next sig. Okay. Ah, we're starting a new build. Okay. We're going to move. Oh. That's how the power button works. Yo! I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. Man. I'm annoyed with how amazingly built this is. Alright, single flat, single brown, single flat 4, gray, and then almost a C. I want to say it's a C, but it is. It's a C. It's a great C. So we're going to go with our flat piece first. We're going to put our single C, half overlapping. Not half overlapping, but, you know, click to the right. We're going to go with our brown 4 stud, and boom, we can still see him there. You see that? And on the other side of him, it's going to be the gray. See that? Just like that. Looking mighty nice like that. And we are going to take him. So our on and off switches here. Our yellow studs here. See that? Those 2 yellow studs? We are going to connect it like a sandwich. And the studs should go right through. See that? Just like that. Looking nice. Now that we're done with that piece, we're going to need a black piece. There it is. A 3. There, that one is. And one of our favorite pieces. Where did he go? Is he in here as well? No. Ah. Is there a gray one, though? Yeah, we're going to use the gray one. Not the black one. Not the dark gray one. So, orientate it so that the studs are facing you. And you are going to take your 2 stud length flat black and cover the studs on the backside. Boom. And then your 3 piece, it's just going to get popped right here on the bottom left corner. Just like that. And this is going to go right here. See that? So amazing. I love it. Okay. Moving forward. Okay. Sorry, we missed the frame again. Again, that is that black piece right there that we built just now. Connect it together. And then on the right, we're going to do 2 gold studs. Those gold studs are going to go 1 here. And then 1 in the empty spot there. Just like that. And then we're going to need that L bracket. 1 gray on this side. And then 1 dark gray on the left one. So the dark gray one's going to line up with your gold stud, and the gray is going to stay on the gray one. Just like that. Looking nice. Now we need a 4-piece. We also need another one of the gray ones that are a little L bracket. And we also need this fella right here. This fella is going to go right here. So you have your line that we're following, and he's going to get attached just like this, hanging off the lip. Oop, come on. There we go. And then this fella is going to be right here, right in front of the hook. No, we don't want to damage that. And then all of that's going to get covered right here, making a nice solid structure there. See that? Again, I do that again. Make sure we don't do that again. And then we need a single stud. Is he dark gray? No, he's not dark gray. There he is. He's light gray. And then we need a 6, a 4. Oh, you're a half one. We don't want you. We want this one right here. Oh, we do want the half one. There we go. So we want one. Boom. Nope, this one. There we are. Let's move these guys out of the way. We don't want to confuse anyone. So we want our orientation to be brown facing us. Okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to first start with this fella right here. And we're going to tap him right on the edge. I'm on the edge. Boom. See that? Next, it's going to be the 6. Then it's going to be the 4. And then we need another one of those 6s. Where is he? That is a little awkward. Give me a second while I find him. We've got this. We got this. We can do this. Rationally. There we go. He was just hiding from my vision. Boom. We're going to connect him right there. See that? Very good. Very good. Move this out of the way. Maybe that's what's causing... Yeah, that's what's causing that. Then we need the single stud to go where our single bare stud is. And we're going to gently push him on there. Bang. All right. That is looking nice. And now this, where is it? There we go. This is going to get placed right here. Like this. Yes. There we go. Did you see the parts where it locked in right there? There we go. And this is still right here. Moves nice. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down. That was only very stressful. Not a big deal. All right. We put our window. Okay. So we're going to line it up like this. We have holes right there. I don't know if you see that. Holes right there and holes right there. And there we go. And we are going to line it up so that these guys go right into these holes. And we're going to gently push it in. There we go. Is it upside down though? This way. I like it like this. All right. So next we have clicked those into themselves, and now what we need to do is get a 3. Here he is. He's gonna go right here. small flat stud. That's gray. He's gonna go right here. There we go. And now we move to the next frame. That's gonna be this fella, and this fella. And to do this properly, orient it so that it is the guy with the little study pieces hanging out. We're going to cover him completely, so his little L bracket's going to be covered by a single 2 stud. And then we're going to lock them together with a flat piece right on top. That is going to go right here on the corner, just like that. Perfect. And now we're back to these little L brackets. We're going to put one right here on the corner of this side of the screen. There we are. And then we're going to move forward. We're going to need a long one. Oof. Little tall boy. So we're going to put the tall boy and another flat on the bottom right there. Let's find another flat stud. We're going to lock him in there on the bottom. Single flat stud, just like that. And now, okay, so there's a power button somewhere. Let's find him. I haven't used him yet, huh? No. So, where's the power button? Ah! Got it. Great flat stud right on top of him. Okay. Alright. So we need these 2 guys. It's going to be on the bottom, facing the other direction. See that? And then on top of him is going to be a flat stud with a single flat. There we go. And then on top of that, facing out towards us, is going to be our battery with a flat stud on top of that. See that? And this is going to connect to this side of the screen right here. Huh. Okay. All the way down, I guess. There we go. And there we are. And then we're going to connect 2 more studs that are flat. That have a stud on top. We're going to connect those 2 together to make this guy. Be nice to me. And they are going to go into here. There we go. So odd like that, but you know what? It's what they're calling for, and I bet it's gonna make it look amazing. And then, ooh, okay, it looks like we're inserting that in a moment. Let's go down. So those 2 small studs are the ones that go into here. You see that? And now we are going to insert the front cover on the Game Boy. So any pieces that lock in together. Yes. So the screen is literally like just... Oh. Oh. Really? So... Okay. Awkward. Awkward as ever. I've done it wrong. I've goofed. Alright, let's go back up. Okay. Ah! Oh my. I see where I goofed. I'm going to pick this back up, and it is supposed to be facing this way. Do you see that? So the studs are going to be facing backwards. Do you see that now? So it can actually lock in now, like I should be doing. So we're going to go ahead and slide the screen in, and where those two studs are, you are going to push down, and it holds it in. There we go. See that? That makes so much more sense. So sorry about that. All right. We've got those two on the bottom, and now here we are. We're here. So we have a weird sprocket piece we need. Is this him? This is him. We have a weird sprocket piece. We need this guy right here. We need a 4 flat. That's this fella right there. We need this fella. And we need an L bracket. Is that it? 5 pieces? Yes, it is. So, running down the side. Let's go with him first. Lock him in. Next, we are going to build our sprocket piece. And I like this edge. Yeah, let's do that. Flat edge in. Put that piece there. And he's just gonna lay there. Like this. Okay, yeah. So let's get a better view on the camera. I wanted to experiment that first before I do it. So the sprocket is going to go in that divvy, and this hole is going to go right on that stud, just like that. So you can still rotate the Game Boy. Still rotate that piece. And that piece is, ooh, don't you do that now. And now we have the 4-piece here holding those together. And then this piece is going to go right here. See that? We're going to gently push him in and gently push him in. There we go. I'm absolutely in love with this. I cannot remember the Game Boy being this big. I mean, it wasn't big like this. It felt smaller. All right, so we are going to move on to the next tab, and that is going to construct the flats that go on the side of this. And this is kind of important. Oh, there's going to be one on the other side too. All right, very neat, very neat. So this one, this flat is going to go right all the way to the edge here. See that? Nice flat right there. There we go. This is going to be here on the top corner. And a single stud is going to be here. And then I think that says contrast. Yes. That is going to fill in the remainder. I don't know if you see it. Look, we're done. Just kidding. We have this whole side to do. Now for the other side, it's very similar. It's a 6, a 3 that is an L. And then we need our friend here and another cogwheel. I really like putting the weird shapy piece on the outside. So I'm going to do that. And we are going to go ahead and go like this. So same as last time. We're going to go ahead and lock him in right here. See that? Rotate him still? Yes. Very good. Very good. Loving it. The next piece we're going to need is the L bracket to go right on top of that. Just right there. And then the 6 is going to go right on the top here. And you guessed it, it's time to close up this side. So, nope. Sorry about that. We got to put the little L. This guy's going to close it up, I guess. Going in like this. Orientation's a little important. See that? Boom, just like that. Now we are closing it up. So we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need this flat piece. We're going to need this piece right here. And then the volume control. Let's get volume lined up first. There we go. That's important. Next, we're going to put that one. EXT connector. Right there. Right below him is a 2-piece. Right there. And then the L bracket, well, 90, is going to go right on the top right there. And we can, if we want, put one of these guys in there now, they're saying. So we might do that. Well, I will do that, actually. We're going to pull him back. We're going to slide him in. We're going to push him forward. Look at that. Okay, so we did go ahead and do that. So we're going to go ahead. Yeah, see, it was saying we could do that. So we did do that. I did not have to remove this to slide that in at all. Awkward for them to tell you to do that. But, oh, that's the entire Game Boy. I can literally take this now. And I think I can slide him in. It is in. Oh my gosh. That's it. It's built. Holy cow. I'm gonna shut it off for battery, but yeah, I have the game in the bottom now. And, yeah. That's amazing. I absolutely love this build so far. We have to build the stand still. I don't know if someone else is not gonna want to do that. If you don't, this will be the end of the video. But if you're building the stand, let's build it. Let's see. So it calls for opening. This is gonna be a lot faster, by the way. Let's see. So this large square, we need that. This guy's going to be standing in the corner of the large square. There we go. Moving on to the next piece. Beep. And it is going to go like this. See that? Making little triangles. All the way on the other side. Boom. Just like that. So we have nice shapes. Alright, and now we need a special stud right in the middle. See him just like that. And then flats. See that? Nice and flat like that. And then it looks like they want us to just finish that. That's the stand right there. It actually is the stand right there. Okay, so it slides in just like that. Okay, so we still need to build The Legend of Zelda cartridge. Here we go. So we are gonna need... Okay. Yeah, okay, alright. This is gonna be actually really quick. So right there, little grid piece is gonna go right on top of that where the swivel is. And then you're going to just find the other two you have and put those along the path as well. See that? Next, we're going to need... Where is he? Here he is. Alright, so this fella, we need two of them. Am I tripping? Is this him? No. Is he stuck to this guy? Is that what it is? No, it's not. Okay, so 4. I've lost my mind. No way he is. Okay, I'm gonna move forward. Oh my. There's no way. I can't even finish building my cartridge. Because I'm... Ah, there it is. Excuse my language. Alright. That was tragic. Green is what we need. This has been a long build. Alrighty. So we have it started there. Looking pretty good. Now what we're going to do is take the 6-piece, put it right here. Now we need a white stud. We're going to put him right here. See that right there? Yep. A single black stud. We're going to put him here. I get what this is supposed to look like. I think it's supposed to look like the internal circuitry board. 2-piece green. I'm going to put him right on the black stud. Not on the black stud, but below it, sorry. Next, we're going to move to the next screen. And for this one, we're going to need a 4-piece. That one goes under this. What? Oh, is it like this? Like this, and then like this? Is it like that? I cannot tell. That's a little confusing. Let's just continue building. He's gonna go there, and then the 4-piece would go here. Right? Yeah, that is what it would look like. Oh, I need 2 of these. Hold on, we're backing up, we're backing up, we're backing up. Back it up. Green went up here. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay. So I need to do it so that this guy goes on this right side. Now there should be another one. Oh, him. Literally him. He goes on this right side. He goes on this side. And then I guess he fills in the space between the two. Is that right? Yes. Okay. So one on the right, one on the left, and he is on the bottom, this little 4-piece. Okay. So once we have that figured out, then what we need to do is take the 4, he goes here, and then the 2 on the green. Oh, no, the black one. There we go. That lines up like this. There we go. Got it figured out now. Studs on the sides, guys. All right. Now this, they are really unhappy. Whoever made this is a very mean person. I see what's going on here, though. So, okay. Let's focus on this build really quick. Green. Sorry, gold. Gold on the bottom corner here. Is that my phone? Hey, how's it going? Oh, we can come right now. Okay. Just like that. Connecting those 2 bars via this piece. The round circle's gonna be right here. I'm gonna find that out right now, okay? I'll call. Alright, I love you. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and insert the battery. Let's go ahead and look at that. So we insert the battery, we take the cover. The cover is gonna go right here, lined up with the bottom. Smush everything together. We're gonna put the Zelda logo on it in a moment. And what is this piece? I don't know what that is. Next, we're supposed to put the sticker on. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to go ahead and put our Game Boy game cover on the top. Here, let's move to that. Game Boy cover on the top. Now, our side panels are going to cover the sides, right? We need one flat on the top. So, one of the flats goes on the top. Game Boy cover on the bottom. Okay. So it doesn't line up exactly perfect. You want it to have it hanging over on the left side so that there's a little notch, because that was the power button thing. We're going to go ahead and close this part up. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. I'm not sure what this extra piece was. Is there a piece I missed? I'll know in a second. No, I'm scanning for it. I don't see it. It's an extra piece. Cool. So, all right, we got the top. Oh, that's everything. Good. Good gracious. Look at that. Now let's go ahead and do the sticker. Yes. There we go. Legend of Zelda. Absolutely amazing. So that's going to be it for that. Give me one moment. All right. That's going to be it for building it. Let's take a look at everything really quick and how we've done. So first thing we're going to look at really quick is the stand for your cartridges.
Oh, it's awesome.
Right? So what we do with this right here is we also have this cartridge right here. It's Super Mario Land. So one of them is going to go on the stand, and one of them is going to go in the Game Boy. Which one would you like?
I would like Mario Land to go on the stand.
Okay. We're going to put Mario Land on the stand. All right. There we go. All right. So that's going to be on the stand. Now let's take a good look at this. Let's get a little view up here. Let's look at this Game Boy. Check that out. So right now I have the original Nintendo logo going in, but we can change it. We have a couple of...
Zelda in?
We can, look. I have the Mario Brothers one here, and I have Zelda one right here.
No, I like the Nintendo in there.
Okay, so I'm going to put both of these back here. They go into the back. Okay, please. There we go. So now here's the Game Boy. Here's the coolest part. Ready? You can push the buttons.
No way.
Oh yeah, all the buttons push, start, select, the dials spin, the on and off button actually works, dials on the side, everything works, and the cartridge goes straight in like this. Locks in. Absolutely amazing. You want to hold it?
Yeah.
I'm going to adjust the camera. I'm going to go ahead and grab it. That way we can actually get a view. Sorry, my desk is a hot mess right now. Let me get the Game Boy. So there's the Game Boy right there on the stand with the game right next to it. How nice is that?
That's cool. Terrible as well.
Yeah, I know, but it's made for looking at the bottom of the screen. See? I could adjust it better later. All right, hey, let's go like this really quick. Hey, thank you guys so much for checking us out. What's your favorite part of the video? Are you building it? Build it with us. If you have any recommendations on Lego sets that we should build next, let us know in the comments below, or you can email us. Again, my name's Nam.
And I'm Jai.
And we are Dual Boot. Well, we're Dual Boot, but we're also, what is this for?
Lego.
Lego Blueprint. Check out Dual Boot.
Yeah, Lego Blueprints.
All right.